Hi, this is Alicia from workersonboard.com. Thank you for joining me. In today's video, I am going to be talking about scammers a little bit online, and I'm going to answer a question that somebody asked me about how to increase your chances of getting a work-at-home job. So now that you know that there are legitimate companies out there, how can you go to the next step? Not just find those jobs and apply to them, but actually get a work-at-home job. So I'm going to share with you some tips that will help you. Also, tell you who's hiring now and some other updates. So first, I want to talk about scammers. And welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed so you won't miss any work-at-home news or updates. Now, as you browse the internet, of course, you're going to come in contact with scammers and scams online. Many of us, unfortunately, have come across scams, and some of us have been scammed. If you have been scammed, I've been scammed myself. Hopefully, you've been able to learn something from it and benefit from it. If not, I hope that this information will help you to prevent it altogether. One thing that I will tell you is, as you're online, anybody that you come in contact with is a stranger to you, meaning that you don't know them, you can't see them, so you have no idea what their motive or intention is. So you always have to keep your guard up, because you never know what they could be promoting or soliciting to you. Now, if you're looking for jobs, you may from time to time get emails from employers that you've not applied to, from companies you've never applied to, telling you, okay, you've got a job, or you know, they're interested in pursuing you as a candidate. So with those particular situations, be on guard and try not to correspond with them unless you do research first. So that's very important. When you think about a scammer, what comes to your mind? So you probably associate some words that come along with that. And in my case, I would say a scammer, their objective is to tell you that something is going to benefit you, that this will benefit you, or I am going to help you, or you can make money from this opportunity, or something like that. When in actuality, these are false statements. It's actually going to benefit them. They're going to benefit by partnering with you or connecting with you. So with that in mind, scammers are really people who are trying to manipulate. They're manipulators, because they're trying to convince you that this is a great opportunity. You're going to make all this kind of money, but what they don't tell you is that there's going to be some kind of cost coming from you, whether it be financially or something like that, or they want to profit off of you in some sort of way. So some things that I wanted to kind of mention to help you to understand that, to know a little bit more about how these scams work, because these people are actually opportunists. Everybody's trying to make money online, and they're trying to look for ways to make money, and so they will approach you to help them to do that. Of course, you would be a victim, not knowing what their true motive and intention is until after the fact, or after you've already paid, or after you've already partnered up with them, or something like that. So just be careful and make sure that a scam could be, for example, when you pay money up front, or it could be that you actually get a job, you work for a company, but then they never pay you. So that still is a scam. So like I said, it's easier to be scammed online because, you know, you want to believe that person. So and it's easier to be manipulated from people that you cannot actually see their expressions or eye contact with them or talk to them. So just be very careful if somebody's contacting you and they're trying to solicit you for anything, for any reason, whatever it is. Make sure you're very, very careful. And if here's some red flags: if they invite you to message them, they want one-on-one contact, or if a person's trying to persuade you to do something that you don't feel comfortable with, or pressure you to do something, don't be afraid to say no. A lot of times we always want to say yes to everybody and be people pleasers, but it's okay to say no. So if someone's contacting you about a job, make sure you research, Google their name. Try to find out some information about them. If it's that company, you could try to contact that company to see if that person actually works for and represents that company, and do some investigation. And before you do anything, ask questions, ask some other people that work from home or that have been in contact with that company or individual. And that's why it's so great to be a part of a community or a Facebook group, Workers on Board community Facebook group, because they will help you, the members there will help you to determine and identify if it's a scam or not. So hopefully this will help you. Just some tips I wanted to pass along really quickly. Now, this question that I wanted to answer from someone that asked me, they wanted to know how they could actually get a response from a company that they've applied to. Now, this is not always easy to do, but there are some things that could help you to hear back from a company and actually get a job. Let me just say up front that a lot of these work at home jobs are in high demand and go really, really fast. So one of the things I would recommend is that you apply as soon as you can. As soon as you know a company's hiring, apply fast before those jobs get filled. They have so many applications to go through, and so of course you want yours to stand out, but if they've already filled the job, then it'll be too late. So make sure you apply as soon as you can. Also, make sure that you research the company so that you can anticipate what your job duties are and learn more about that company, and so you'll know what they will expect from you. Also, one of the things that deters people from getting a job is having fast internet connection. One simple thing that you could do is get a signal booster on your Wi-Fi connection. You can get that through Amazon. I'll have a link to my shop as well as that particular item that you can get there. You could try a cleaner program for your computer to help get rid of things that you don't need that could be dragging and slowing down your computer. You could also get antivirus protection. That's another thing that a lot of work at home employers require you to have, that can kind of help your computer perform at an optimal level and you won't have any downtime. Another thing that you can do is practice your typing skills. That's very important. Make sure you continue to do this as you apply to companies. Clip your fingernails so that you can type those keystrokes or those numbers accurately. And also, another thing you can do is make sure you complete all steps of the application process. Study for them. Take your time. Don't rush through it. Also, attend some virtual job fairs so you can network with work at home employers. This is really, really good to do because this way you'll know exactly what they're looking for and how many openings they may have, what positions they may be hiring for, and things of that nature. So that's another thing that you can do. As well as make sure you're truthful with an employer. If you haven't had any experience working from home, it could be okay in some cases as long as you let them know up front. For example, U-Haul is one company that you don't necessarily have to have experience with. Another thing you want to do is make sure that your resume is error-free and that you've proofread it. So you can go to Grammarly. It's free, and they can help you with that, and you can get an up-to-date resume. You can use free template resume builders like Google Docs and things like that. If you don't have time or feel like you're not qualified to do your own resume, you can go through resume writers. I'll have a link below this video, and they can write your resume for you and do a draft in 72 hours or less, and you can look over it, and if you like it, you can proceed with it. Learning another language may also help you to actually get a job, because if you are fluent in English and say Spanish, for example, there's not as much competition for those jobs and they pay a little bit more, so that would be something that you could try. And then I already said apply as soon as you can, and make sure that you're actually capable of doing that job and highlight your skills and qualifications. Now, I had connections with an actual work at home recruiter, and she wrote a post for me that I put on my blog that I'll leave a link to, and she kind of gave her perspective of hiring and screening candidates for employers and talked about some things that would help you also, in addition to what I mentioned, to get a work at home job. So I'll leave the link, and make sure you go there and read over that post. I think it'll be very, very helpful. Also, make sure you join our Facebook group for additional tips on how to get hired. When you join the group, after you join the group, on the left-hand side search bar, you can just type in hiring tips or work at home interview tips or something like that, and it'll bring up those results and comments and questions that people have asked, and some responses that they gave, and even ask questions there and get feedback from the community. So those are some things that you can do. Also, I did write a book on Amazon. It's probably 3 years old, I can't remember, but the content in there is still relevant. You can purchase it on Amazon. I'll leave a link to it. 300 plus companies that pay you to work from home. In this book, it has additional tips for work at home scams, and also how you can get a work at home job, and it talks about the differences, how you can get started working from home from an independent contractor and an employee, and lots of different things that you will definitely want to read over, and it'll be an asset to in your work at home journey. So you can check that out, and you can even download it for free if you have Kindle. I think it's Kindle Direct, or not Kindle Direct, but if you have, I can't even think of what it is now, but you can get it for free. Now, I want to talk about some non-phone jobs. Someone asked about that too, really quickly, and some things that you can do from home without talking on the phone. Lionbridge is one company. You can try Social Media Evaluator, as well as Appen and iSoftStone, companies like that. You can't work for all three of those at the same time, because a lot of times they work for the same company. So just make sure you apply to, if you want to apply to one, just pick one and apply to that, and then hopefully you'll hear back from the company and be able to work from home. Evaluating web results on the internet. You could be a tutor. There's lots of companies that need people to tutor and help people and teach them English, for example. You can be an evaluator for a company like Measurement Incorporated. They need readers and evaluators to work from home. You can transcribe. Shutterstock needs photo image reviewers and things like that to work from home, non-phone. In editing, writing, Wonder needs researchers to work from home. You can be a moderator for companies like LiveWorld or Lithium or ICUC. Do data entry. There's not a lot of data entry positions, but you can do data entry from home for companies like SigTrack and Great American Opportunities, although they're not hiring right at this moment. CAS Information Systems, they do hire, but you have to live in select states, as well as MTurk, Amazon MTurk, and you can type in grocery receipts from home. I'll actually leave a link to a post I read about how to get started with Amazon MTurk. You can really work at your own schedule whenever you want and do that from home. And I'll leave a link to some additional non-phone jobs, an updated list of jobs that you can check out and apply to online. Hopefully that helped. So who is hiring right now? Escape the Room. You've probably heard about this before. They are looking for customer service reps to provide responses to their customers and collect payments for large scale events. It pays $12 an hour. It's full time. Next Wave at Home is also hiring people to make outbound educational calls and conduct interviews with people across the country. Not only that, but there are a lot of other work at home jobs that are on the Friday freebie page and weekly job section. Area agents, they need people to help those who are visually impaired to work from home. Neiman Marcus is hiring people to work from home. There are some other new companies that are hiring people to work from home that I have there that you will definitely want to check out and apply to online. Don't forget to join Prize Rebel. It only takes 10 seconds to join this site, and you can start making money today. You only need to be 13, take surveys, or do other kinds of tasks, so make sure you do that. LeaderWeb is another app that you'll definitely want to download. You get paid at least $1 per survey. They are looking for people in the United States and Canada, and they pay you either through Visa card, or you can get other payment options like gift cards and things like that. Berry Cart is an app that you'll definitely want to check out, especially if you want to eat healthy, non-GMO, or organic and things like that, gluten-free products and vegan items. Then you can download this app and then get cash back every time you redeem an offer there. So just some things I wanted to tell you about. So don't forget to join our Facebook groups. Now we have 3: Workers on Board Community, Workers on Board Fans, and Extra Cash Sites. And if you've already downloaded the Fetch Rewards app for a limited time, make sure you refer your friends, because you're going to get 3,000 points for every person that you refer, which is $3. So you'll have to make sure they enter that code, your unique code, but that's a way for you to get some extra cash. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any additional tips to add to what I already mentioned about either scammers online or about how you can actually get hired to work from home, please feel free to leave me some comments below and your feedback. And also don't forget to join and continue the discussion in our Facebook groups, and I'll be chatting with you guys there. And thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so, and make sure you check out for my next video.